we're cruising now. Episode 12, Wizzard Storm Extreme. I'm your host, Fast Dwayne. We're going to do some quick, easy reinstallation, and then also the brushes, which is a little tricky, but we've come this far, we can keep going. We're going to do it. We're going to get through this. Alright, staple, put that back. Right there. And there and there. Okay, then the top armature bearing clip that we bent earlier, that goes around the brush barrel to the back side of that tab. You see that there? Little tab. Aft of the tab, I hope. I don't know ship stuff. There we go. Okay, that is in. Then we can do the handling magnets, and we're gonna go with lower downforce just because these are pretty strong to begin with, and the black one is gonna stay with the black magnet. I like to use something to kind of help hold them in place while I'm doing this. Grab my favorite screwdriver, bring them in from behind, drops in, spacer, and then the other one, the white one, we're gonna go, white to white, bring it in from behind. Should drop in. Spacer and magnet clip. This is why I like to use some kind of metal surface, because if you have this up in the air, the magnets could come out, go flying. Put the clip in, goes into the top of the chassis, and again, like I was saying before, the side of this clip has got to get, there we go, you heard it click, it has to get behind the side of the chassis here. You can see that one is up. Let's get that in there. There we go. Alright, now I was talking about how this passenger side magnet is kind of loose, but now the clip has got it in place, so I'm just not going to worry about it. Next, we can put the pinion gear on. I know a couple of you have come up with a cool drinking game. It's called every time Dwayne's either needle or screwdriver gets stuck to the side of the car, take a drink. Sounds like fun. Alright, this guy goes onto here. Okay. And then we're not going to put the axle in just yet. I'm going to show you why soon or in the next video. So let's set that aside for now. Alright, what else do we got? Okay, that's everything except the brushes. Alright, let me get prepared. I'll pause it for 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I've got my parts set up. The silver set screws, silver brushes, brand new. I said I was going to reuse the old other ones. I'm not going to, because I want to show you how to break these in. And silver springs. Now the car comes stock with these copper ones. And so not only does silver conduct better, but these silver springs are a little bit tighter. They have more tension on them. So I'll put this in my springometer right here and show you. Okay, yeah, I can tell what that is, what that number is. And then we'll compare it to this one. Yeah, definitely less. Okay, we'll pick that up later. So set that aside. Now, sometimes these springs will try to mate in their little containers, resist the urge to pull them apart. You just want to grab them and spin them, and then they'll come apart. There you go. Next thing is we got to get these brushes in. If you look really, really close, one end is flat, the other one has just a slight cup to it. Barely any cup to it. But if you look at it under a magnifying glass or something, you can see that. I tried to film it through my magnifying glass, doesn't work so good. But take my word for it, there's a little cup to it. So the cup side is going to go up against the commutator. I was calling this a comm in the last video. These are actually called the stacks, I guess, or the windings. The windings are behind these stacks. So you want to try and line up the stack in that magnet as best you can. Alright, so this goes in. I like to push it in with my little Allen wrench, like so. And then it sometimes works to gently spin the arm with a little bit of pressure on it, and that'll spin the brush and it'll seat onto the comm correctly. If it's off by 90 degrees, you know, like let's say this is the cup, if it's like this, it's going to just wear on the ends and it won't be good. Alright, so let me pause this and look at it under my microscope and see if I got it. Alright, I'm satisfied with that. Next comes a spring. Put that in there, and then I like to hold it. If you start moving this around, that brush could move on you. So we'll just put that there. Get a set screw. And turn that in. Now if this goes in really easy, which it's not, it's actually got a good friction fit, you can use some of this. It's sort of like Loctite. It's just a real mild Loctite that you can use on the set screw so it doesn't back out. You can also use these on the body pins if those are too loose. That's kind of rare, but this is good for that. You don't want to use a lot, just a little bit. If you dunk the set screw in there, drive it in, it might be in there permanently, and then you might try to take it out and twist your little Allen wrench. It might happen. I just said that like I experienced it before. Okay, so there's one side done. Let me take a time out here. I gotta get my reading glasses on. Alright, I'm back. Well, something stuck to my car. I didn't want to, so Bill, you gotta take a drink. Alright, other side. Brush. Find the cupped end. That's flat. That's got a little bit of a cup to it. Put it in. Put a little pressure on it. Spin it. It'll usually turn and seat. Okay. I think I got it. So a little pressure and turn. I'm not convinced. Hold on, guys. Okay, I got it. Then next comes the spring. You can always pick it up like that. Install it like so. Now, you know, if you put this down, it could fall and everything's going to come out. So I like to just stick it to something. Get my set screw ready. And then be mindful of how easy this goes in. Yeah, that one's a little too easy for my comfort. So we're gonna demonstrate the Loctite. You just kind of want to hit it. Just get a little bit on there. Just a little bit. There we go. I like to start out, you know, even on each side. So we'll start with basically flush to the brush barrel. This one needs to go in a little bit more. Okay, so that's installed. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a dummy axle on. By dummy, I mean no gear. And onto our power supply. It would help if I plugged it in. Alright, we're going to stop right there, and the next video I will talk about running in the engine, the motor. Alright, thanks guys.